You know that rush you get from RC car racing? The speed, the precision, just the sheer adrenaline.
Yeah, it's intense.
But what if I told you that, well, the real heroes aren't always the drivers or even their amazing machines?
Ah, you're talking about the marshals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Today, we're diving into the world of the, let's call them unsung heroes of the track,
Yeah.
the turn marshals. It's fascinating how their role, often overlooked, is actually totally critical for every single victory.
Oh, absolutely. What's fascinating here is that marshals are really the essential stewards, aren't they? They're the first responders when things go wrong and, they guard the integrity of the race.
Stewards, I like that.
And it all kind of hinges on this foundational idea, the race then marshal system. It's this reciprocal duty. So basically, almost every racer has to marshal a later race.
Right.
It's more than just a job, though. It's like a social contract. It really builds empathy, and the self-regulation within the whole RC scene.
Okay, so this race then marshal thing, it sounds like a really unique mix of like responsibility and community spirit. How does that actually work on track day? What are they doing out there besides, flipping a car back over? What's the marshal's core job, really?
Well, okay, the primary duty, job number one, is quick vehicle recovery. Get that car back in the race fast. Minimize the lost time for the driver.
Makes sense.
And this obligation to serve, as you called it, means drivers usually finish their race and boom, head straight out to marshal the next one. There's usually maybe a 2-minute grace period.
Okay. Are there exceptions? Like what if someone can't physically do it?
Yeah, good point. There are exceptions for, say, a physical disability or if you're racing back-to-back heats. But even then, the responsibility is still on you to find someone to cover your spot.
Right. You need a substitute.
Yeah.
But it's not just flipping cars, is it? I imagine there's more to it. Track stuff, communication.
Exactly. If we connect this to the bigger picture, marshals have these really crucial secondary duties, vital for safety, vital for fairness, things like maintaining track integrity, so, putting pipes or jumps back if they get knocked out of place, and crucially, communication. Loud, clear calls. Car on the straight. Or maybe marshal in turn 4. That can stop another pileup.
Ah, okay.
And if you don't do these things, well, the penalties can be pretty strict, like a 1-lap deduction or maybe losing your best qualifying time. It shows how serious the role is.
So there are formal rules, but I've also heard about a kind of unwritten etiquette, a marshal's code.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It boils down to the golden rule, basically. Yeah. Marshal as you would want to be marshaled. Be fair, be quick, be consistent for everyone.
That makes sense. Treat others.
Exactly. And that whole code, it starts with safety first, always. There's a clear hierarchy. Your safety first, then other people's safety, then the car. Never put yourself at risk.
So practical things like what you wear.
Absolutely.
Right.
Robust, closed-toe shoes are mandatory. No flip-flops, no sandals. Think like solid skate shoes, maybe. The old Osiris D3s were tanks, perfect for the job. Gloves are also a really good idea.
Okay, shoes, gloves. What about handling the cars themselves?
Right, this is critical. You must never grab a car by its wheels. Never, ever. They can spin up incredibly fast, like a 16,000 RPM, potentially. Huge injury risk.
Oh, okay. So grab?
Static parts only, the chassis, the body, maybe the wing mount, something that isn't spinning. And, always be aware of the track. Look both ways before you step out. Simple stuff, but vital.
It sounds like they need incredible focus, almost like a specialized pit crew member, but out on the track.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So here's where it gets really interesting for me. Does the job change much depending on the type of race? Say on-road versus off-road?
Oh, massively. Totally different demands. On-road racing, you need lightning reflexes. The speeds are just insane. Fewer crashes maybe, but way more intense when they happen.
And off-road?
Off-road, you're going to see way more crashes, especially around jumps. Cars can fly, 6 feet plus into the air sometimes. So more incidents, different kind of awareness needed.
Okay. And what about the power source? Electric versus nitro engines?
Huge difference there, too. Nitro cars have their own unique hazards. The engine gets really hot. The exhaust pipe is scalding. And there's the risk of a runaway if the radio signal drops or something fails.
A runaway, so full throttle, no control.
Exactly. Marshals need a specific procedure for that. You've got to stop it safely.
Yeah.
Right the car, press down firmly, then plug the exhaust. Usually with a thick-soled shoe or a gloved hand. Never, ever a bare finger on that hot pipe.
Ouch. Okay. And electric. They seem simpler, but I hear about battery risks.
Right. Electric cars, especially with LiPo batteries, that's lithium polymer, they carry that risk of thermal runaway, basically catching fire.
Yikes.
So marshals need to spot the signs. Is the battery swelling? Is it hissing? If it looks dodgy and it's safe to do so, you move it quickly to a designated LiPo bucket, usually filled with sand, to contain a potential fire.
So there's a lot of specific knowledge needed for different situations.
Definitely. And a lot of this stuff is actually formalized by the big sanctioning bodies. IFMAR internationally, ROAR in the US, EFRA in Europe. They have specific rules.
Any examples?
Sure. ROAR, for instance, has a rule where the driver gets a 10-second penalty if they don't hit zero throttle immediately after crashing to protect the marshal. EFRA mandates safety jackets and gloves in some classes, even batons for runaways.
Wow.
It just underlines how critical the role is. Even down at the local club race level, these principles apply.
Okay, so wrapping this up, the ideal marshal sounds like they need to be safe, swift, fair, and just incredibly focused. They really are the backbone.
Totally. And